What do you want the lasting impact of a promise kept to be for families?
I hope that they find that talking to each other and discussing the hard things in life brings them closer together and have a deeper and better understanding of each other's desires and wishes.
Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And I am here again with Erica Baccus, who has written the book, A Promise Kept. And it will be available Tuesday, September the 30th on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and every bookstore everywhere. And Erica, it's just an honor to have you on the program.
Thank you.
Erica, in your book, it's interesting in preparing for your interview, I came across some quotes from your book, and I'd really love to have you just discuss it or just bring it forward because I think it's something that's really important for anyone that is caring for a loved one. I think yours was much more escalated, but it's something that obviously people are considering. And one of those quotes is, I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Now I had become the person who promised to orchestrate the death of her loving husband. Wow.
Yeah. I have described my marriage before as a marriage of yeses.
Hmm.
John was the kind of guy that no matter what I asked for, he said yes to me. And from all kinds of things, he was just that guy.
Hmm.
So when he asked me to help him die, I thought, it's my turn. I can't
Yeah.
say no to him. So it was my yes. It was my turn to say
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And I suppose you did a lot of soul searching within yourself of would I ask the same question of him?
Oh, yes, I definitely asked that. And the other thing was when I found out about Dignitas in Switzerland, it took me 3 weeks to tell him that I found this because I couldn't have that discussion with him. I thought if
Yeah,
I tell him on a good day, I'm going to ruin his good day. If I tell him on a bad day, he won't be able to process the information. And
yeah.
plus, I didn't want to face it.
No.
So I always think about that. It took me 3 weeks to actually let him know that there was a way out.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. So from your poetry, another quote.
Okay.
My house longs for his body,
Mhm.
but he chooses to be free. I let him go, waiting for next time.
It's sort of an aspirational poem, sort of how I was feeling, sort of spiritual in the moment and hoping that there would be a next time.
Hmm.
Um, and also, I do believe that love means letting go.
Hmm.
Love your children. At some point in time, you have to let them go. And I felt the same way about John, that if I loved him, I needed to let him go.
Yeah, very true, very true. And having that feeling of telling yourself, working on yourself constantly of realizing that it's his path, it's his life, it's his choice, and to fight. Like I talk a lot about the difference between a caregiver and an advocate.
Mm,
And a caregiver, sometimes you're so in charge of everything that sometimes you forget that it's not your life
mhm.
it's not your values that you're honoring, right? An
No,
advocate is stepping outside of yourself and advocating for someone else. And I think that's really what you're talking about, is it not?
yes, I did advocate for him constantly, and especially for
Hmm.
years. But I would also say I was his wife.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
And you
hard.
put
I,
on your website, this is powerful. This book is not just a memoir. It is a cultural act of courage and moral clarity, an invitation to reimagine how we approach death with compassion, honesty, and profound humanity. Um, Again, powerful words.
I believe that is a quote from the Los Angeles Tribune when they reviewed my book,
Wow.
and very, very, very powerful review. And I was very felt very rewarded by that and
Mm,
complimented by it.
yeah.
One of the things about my book is that I think because I was writing it for myself, I didn't hold back on anything. It's just out there. Everything that I was feeling, everything that happened, I just
Yeah.
told the truth
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
my truth, you know.
And it's your truth as opposed to, understanding that this isn't your life, it's his. When you really go down to it, it's honoring someone else's wishes. Okay. Last quote. It's important for you to know that I am not advocating for anyone to do what John decided to do. My goal is simply to build awareness about this issue and celebrate our life together. What
That's,
a way to honor that.
I hope so. I often think about what would he think? And then I think, well, if he were here, I wouldn't have written a book. But I think about, would John be proud of me? Would John appreciate being the center of attention like this? You know,
Mhm.
all of a sudden, he's the main character of this story.
Mhm.
Actually, somebody has said that I am the main character, but anyhow, um, so it's sort of an interesting thing for me to think about what he would think about the story. And I think that John would be happy that I wrote the book, knowing that it could help somebody else.
Mhm.
And I truly, truly
Absolutely.
hope that this is how the book is taken as information and answering questions that people have.
Yeah. So, Erica, what do you want the lasting impact of A Promise Kept to be for families?
I hope that they find that talking to each other and discussing the hard things in life brings them closer together and have a deeper and better understanding of each other's desires and wishes.
Yeah. And understanding that everyone is going to come from a different position.
Different.
And this is something like we talk about something that is deeply personal. It doesn't get any more personal than this.
No, no.
And for you as well. The choices that you made. And so furthermore, your book again is available on Amazon and bookstores everywhere starting September 30th, 2025.
Yes.
And it's called The Promise Kept. And what's the tagline again?
It's a promise kept, honoring his wishes, embracing our love.
Fabulous. And Erica, it's been such an honor and a pleasure to have you on this show. Thank you for stepping up and telling your story.
Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.